So, as thousands of customers are upgrading from Maximo 7.6 to Mass 9, the question is constantly out there of, should I stay on premise? Should I go SaaS? So let's talk about that for a minute, and let's talk about it in terms of what it really means as a commitment from your enterprise. So Maximo 7.6 is most generally deployed on a Windows server and either on Oracle or SQL Server databases. Yes, you can deploy it on other operating systems, and you can also deploy it on IBM's DB2. And there's some of that out there, but predominantly it's on Windows, and it's either on Microsoft SQL Server or Oracle. Why? Because every enterprise has a Windows guy or a Windows team. Every enterprise has a SQL Server or Oracle guy or a team. Well, when we go to Mass 9, it's on Red Hat OpenShift containers. And of course, that's then using Red Hat Linux. And it is going to use DB2. So I would say for 85% of the customer base that we work with, they don't have any of the three on staff. And when we start looking at the 4x to 8x hardware required to run it, we start looking at the staff to run it, and we start looking at the, Maximo more often than not today is a 24-hour application, at least a 16x5, if not a 24x7. We start seeing that there's a real significant cost to having the IT team bone up on the expertise just to keep this thing running. Forget about actually supporting the business, just keep the darn thing running. And that's where it really comes down to the cost and why IBM SaaS or why things like the Banetti Cloud are such a value add, because you are saving hundreds of thousands of dollars in manpower and being able to then reposition that money so that you can get things like Banetti's global 24x7 support desk, where not only are we supporting your infrastructure for you on Maximo, but we're actually providing you business support because we've gotten deep into understanding your implementation, why you do things the way you do, how Maximo works for you. The calculation is going to be different for each enterprise. For those enterprises that already have Red Hat OpenShift expertise and DB2 expertise on board, that calculation is going to look different for you. At the end of the day, though, it is something that does need to be looked at. It needs to be looked at realistically, because if you're adopting the application suite, then you probably have it positioned as a critical piece of technology in your enterprise. And the last thing you want is it down with no way to get it back up. So love to hear your thoughts on that. Comments, questions below, like, subscribe. Look forward to talking to you about the application suite and the Banetti Cloud.